Up a glass of wine? Just up a glass of wine and some crackers, man. I'm going to read a paragraph. If anybody can tell me what I could from the famous American writer, I got a can of salmon for you. Okay. I have a 10-minute doo-doo joke that John wanted to hear, so it's all good.
That's the one, Harlan.
Yeah, this is for you. My father was frustrated. A funny little exclamation would fly out of his mouth. Shithouse Mouse. Well, I saw this legendary creature. I thought that this was a funny little rhyme without basis in reality. My father's family was rather poor. They lived in a rural part of America where the sun had not yet risen in the 20th century. There was no shortage of outhouses in his childhood. I suppose people used to sit out there and watch the wildlife. Kagyung, at the mouth of the Kwijak River, is a remote Alaskan location. We're part of a group of about 100 set-net fishers camped in a ghost town cannery. In fish camp, we eat fresh salmon, drink rainwater, and own an outhouse. The drill is to fill the hole, move the outhouse. Gosh, what needs to be. After a while, the structure wears out, the roof begins to leak, the door falls off. Time to build a new sanitary facility. 2 years ago, we implemented this necessary home improvement. I shipped the lumber from Seattle and Northland Services, ocean-going barge. We planned and cut the structure in a place in Nashville. We hauled the materials up to Kagyung by skip. We assembled our wonderful new remodeled bathroom over a fresh hole. I was filled with pride of ownership. Every day I would inspect my new asset. I checked for vandalism and disrespectful use. I was on guard against usurpation. I was ready to defend against hostile takeover. That occasionally drunken crew down the path, too lazy to build their own structure, would not be allowed to foul my nest. I would not suffer them to enjoy the comfort and privacy that I, by way of my foresight and industry, had provided my crew. I went over to their camp to lay down the law. The greenhorns were washing dishes in a Rubbermaid tote. The lukewarm wash water was milky and chunky. Bring your own silverware if you eat with them. Every day, I would look down the hole to inspect the state of the content. My interest did not spring from some deviant aspect of brain wiring. Physicians do it all the time. What if I found my tools or silverware in there? Now, I wouldn't redeem these prizes, but I want to know what people are doing in private. What if I found empty whiskey bottles or disposable syringes, or an empty morphine sulfate bottle from Dad's Diamond Cup? Such discoveries would require good judgment and effective action on my part. Furthermore, if the crew has a good diet, the cooking gear is washed and rinsed in hot water, the deposit should form a peak mountain built from reasonably good construction materials that can carry the stresses imposed by the weight of the structure. It's an old factory tower of Babel that will be forced to bear when it becomes unruly. One day during morning inspection, looking down upon my kingdom, I saw movement. A little mouse scurried in and out of a den he had made in the Brown Mountain. I thought of my father. The things he had told me in the past would reveal in the present. I thought about that mouse. Did he choose to live in that decaying neighborhood, or was he forced to live there due to socioeconomic circumstance? Was he sickly from eating nothing but processed food? Would you ever find a female mouse who would share this stifling existence? We had dug the hole in compacted sand. Its walls were perpendicular. Maybe he fell in and was imprisoned, like an ant in a sand lion tramp, like a person in a brutal political landscape. I should have implemented his escape at that time. A simple piece of rope would have sufficed. During morning inspection, I'm horrified to find a lake of diarrhea in the bottom of my outhouse. A terrain formed in relative time, destroyed by flood.
Oh, shit, I made it all the way from Brown.
I know you, Ray.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Okay, be quiet. Where are we here? Oh yeah, a terrain formed in relative time, destroyed by flood and landslide. That's about it for me. I would be concerned if this had come from my crew, but I don't care about the others. Immediately, I put a lock on the door of my facility. 20 minutes after I lock our outhouse, one of their crew goes into their old broken down latrine, the one they didn't build, the one they use at night, because I never see them there in daylight, the one without a door, the one 30 yards from the front window of our cabin where we are sitting having breakfast. He lays out his evacuation supplies, begins to spray air freshener into the wind, and coats himself in mosquito repellent. Then he pulls his pants down and sits. He's facing us. He has a lot of poise. He looks over to us, smiles and waves. The next day, I hear an intense shouting argument down the path, a furious shouting argument. Party 1 asserts that they have prior claim on the outhouse and use by Party 2. The basis of their claim is that Party 2 built the facility when they were in the employ of Party 1's deceased property. It is a fool's errand, since the Magpie crew is attempting to take possession of a structure which is 20 years old and itself in need of demolition. I feel no need to know the outcome of this suit. So, that's Alaska, folks. So excited to be here. So damn happy to leave. That's the life in a village. It's my job as captain of the crew. This morning, we lost the key to our latrine. Took a frantic half hour to find it. 6 months after I write this, I read it to a friend. He whips out his iPhone, went to Urban Dictionary and got this. Shithouse Mouse. An incomprehensibly crazy person. As in, crazy as a shithouse mouse. Or if you prefer, crazy as a shithouse rat. With gratitude to Walt Disney. Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
You want me to quit or do you want me to?